It's right in front of you. But you gotta move different. You gotta operate different. You gotta operate better in your social circles. You gotta operate better in school, better in class, better in the sales meeting, better in front of the client. Why not? How do you move right now?
Now, when you decide to act, you're gonna have some people like that. We're no longer friends. I lost sleep over that, ladies and gentlemen. I said, I can't believe that.
Put down what you're doing, or offer you a cigarette if you're trying to quit and you've kind of done that successfully, or a drink if you've been drinking too much and are trying to stop being an alcoholic, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to understand that the reason that you are existent in this world right now is because you have things that must be done. And only certain people are qualified to take it to the level that it needs to be taken to. For there should never be a limitation to wherever it is that you are seeking and how far you are willing to travel and how far you are willing to go. Sometimes people tend to get a little lazy. Sometimes people like to put themselves in this little bitty box and just say that they are okay with where they are. Please do watch our other motivation videos on the screen now. Thank you.
The benefits of meditation have been well documented, including stress and anxiety release, more clarity, and mood control. Number 3, self-development. Daily. Every single day. Every day, listen to something that is going to help you take action toward the person you want to become. The person you will be in the future, whoever that is. Who do you want to be for your family? What example do you want to set? Who do you want to be for you? So you can look in the mirror and be proud because you know this person was made by you. Number 4, exercise and nutrition. You don't need a gym membership to exercise, and there are no excuses. Either you want to be healthy and fit and set an example in the process.
I mean, let's be honest. How do you operate right now? And here's the truth. If you're operating the right way, you don't need to brag about yourself because others are going to brag about you. Keep your own name out your own mouth and let others talk about you are a beast. Let others talk about how good you are, how strong you are, how fast you are, how smart you are, how successful you are. That's when you know you're a shark, when others are talking about you. You want others bragging about you. Sharks only look up. They can't look down. In fact, if a shark attacks you in the ocean, get beneath it. Because a shark can't look down. See, when you're looking at haters, you know what you're doing? You're looking down.
Or you value other things more. There's plenty of free exercise videos on YouTube you can do at home. You can run. You can do a lot of things. And you can get a really good workout done in 30 minutes a day. Nutrition is your fuel, and you should look at it with the view of this will either give me energy or drain it from me. Life is much easier if you're feeling healthy and energetic. And you're only going to get that from making strong choices every day. Important. Most people will not do this. Most people that do this will stop doing it as soon as a major situation like money, for example, changes in their life. Most people will end up in the same place in a few years, a few months, a few days. Most people are not happy. Don't be most people. Make this a priority.
When you get distracted by haters, you know what you're doing? You're keeping your eyes off the prize, baby. Haters are a part of the landscape, but haters are beneath you. And the real truth about haters, they wish they did it themselves. The real truth about haters, they don't have the courage to go for it themselves. Sharks only look up. They can't look down. Stay positive, my friend. If it didn't work this time, try again. Oh, it worked the second time, try it again. No one can stop you but you. You got to get to that next level through your movement. You got to get to that next level through your activity. You got to get to that next level by how you operate. Can I ask you a question? How strong is your movement? What time do you wake up in the morning? What time do you go to sleep? And how much time do you waste throughout the day? Sharks never stop moving. Sharks never go backwards. Sharks only look up. Sharks never look down. And here's the best part about a shark.
I remember sitting up one night looking at the phone. I said, gotta call him. Said, no. Then I said, no, forget that. I called, man, look here, we've been knowing each other too long to allow this to come between us. He said, don't call me anymore, and hung up. And then I wanted to think about what can I do to make it up to him, and then something came to me, Les, what do you have to prove? See, many things we don't do is because of the fact we want people to like us. There's some necessary losses in life. When you decide acting in your best interest, you're going to lose some friends. Everybody's not going to approve of you. There's some people that won't like you. Who do you think you are? You're arrogant. What do you think you can do? You think you can get away with that?
Are you prepared to run through it? Are you prepared to run fast? Are you prepared to run strong? Do you understand what it means to run? So many people run away. They run away instead of running forward. Instead of running towards something, you may have to take your time and just jog a little bit, but sooner or later you've got to pick up the pace. You've got to start moving a little bit faster. And you got to have the desire to run hard.
Or yeah, they're cynical and bitter and devoted towards no good. And sometimes that's family members too. And sometimes it's even part of you, you know. But this chapter is an injunction to people. Is like you have an ethical responsibility to take care of yourself, you have an ethical responsibility to surround yourself with people who have the courage and faith and wisdom to wish you well when you've done something good and to stop you when you're doing something destructive. And if your friends aren't like that, then they're not your friends. And maintaining your friendships with them might not even be in their interest. And so it's a tricky argument to make, because I'm not saying, you know, whenever anyone's in trouble, you should, you know, push them into a ditch and then give them a couple of kicks. That's not the idea.
You're selfish. Thanks, I got that. It's my life. And so what I'm saying to you is that as you begin to look out on your life, this is challenging. This is not easy acting. So what are the things that we can begin to do to harness our will? Number one, you've got to bring it out and look at it. You've got to take the power out of it. You've got to expose it to the truth. And the truth is that it has no power over you. So write down something you want to act on, but for some reason that you've been holding back, and look at it. The next thing is, ask yourself the question, is it helping you to continue to put it off? If it's an asset for you to continue to procrastinate, then continue to do that. But if it's a liability for you, if it's causing you some mental and some emotional challenges, or perhaps a financial problem, look at that.
Stop settling for second place, third place, fourth place. Stop settling. Stop being content, being selfish, stubborn. Stop being content just getting by week. Some weeks you'll fall behind. Stop being content because when you look in the mirror, at the end of the day, you can't fool the person looking back on you. Everybody on social media ain't the person that you think they are. Because you are great. You are amazing, and I believe in you. If you don't believe in you, I believe in you because that's what it took for me to be great. I've stumbled, I felt.
The idea is that, but I had a couple of rules I didn't write about. One was be careful about whom you share good news with, and another was be careful about whom you share bad news with. And everyone, those rules ring in people's minds quite quickly. A friend is someone you can share good news with, you know. You go to them and you say, hey, look, this good thing happened to me. And they say, look, I'm so happy that happened to you. Like, way to be. And they don't think, why didn't that happen to me? And like, you know, you didn't deserve it. Here's a bunch of reasons you're stupid and why it won't work. It's like, that's not helpful. And so I would say, like, if people are, you know what, the other thing people are doing, if they're trying to drag you down, let's say, is they're trying to see if you'll put up with it. Because they have this idea that maybe life isn't worth living and things aren't good, and that if they can besmirch, let's say, to use an archaic term, something that's pristine and good, then they demonstrate to themselves that there is no true ideal and that there's no necessary reason to be responsible and to strive forward.